It's dungeon time. It's dungeon time. Here in the fine and delightful underbelly of the city, the Copperlane catacombs, we've already fought a troll. And some slimes. Trolls and slimes. Slimes and trolls. Two great tastes that go great together. What else we got down here? Ooh. Sorry, I'm sorry. That was insensitive of me. They're not slimes. They're oozes. It's important to differentiate.
Quickly and quiet.
A slime and an ooze are two different things. Oh, and you know what? We got to take a break. I should let the characters take a break as well. Alright. You awake to see Durance, his staff held in both of his hands before him. A flame flickers at its top end, casting long shadows across his face as he stares in contemplation. Still, for all the light of the fire, you can't seem to focus on him. Perhaps it's awakening from sleep or a trick of the light. But he seems indistinct, blurred around the edges, everything except for the staff. He seems to be studying its engravings. As you watch, the engravings glow thinly red, like through the cracks of heat-suffused wood. The lines stream like molten metal, burning along the edges of his staff and branch out in an intricate series of fiery veins, bunching thickly where his hands clutch the wood, pulsing as if a heartbeat. As you watch, the veins spiral into a dozen separate circles, circles that spiral again until they range a circle of their own. They pulse, wait, and all is strangely silent, and then suddenly a great light from the fire, a rushing of air, a great flash, and you awaken again to see Durance in the same place, still holding his staff, but he is solid, real. Doesn't seem to have noticed you or reacted to what occurred. Also, Jesus, I should not do LSD before bed. So we gotta talk about that. Did you give me drugs before I went to sleep?
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
I saw something strange. You were sitting by the fire, and I saw a great light from your staff, if you know what I mean.
Tell me what you saw.
It was like the flash. It was a flash, like an explosion, a rushing of air, incredibly bright.
It is the light of the God Hammer you saw.
Fuck yes, the God Hammer.
It was a weapon of Deerwood's people, a symbol of their independence. It saved the Deerwood.
What do you want to know?
It brought the Saints' war to an end, knocked a god from his perch. There are few that would deny Eothas overstepped. The God Hammer reminded Eothas of it.
We used it to stop the Japanese from attacking America.
You saw its light because I helped shape it, give it life, and release it into the world. Once seen, its glory is almost too bright to be believed, and too bright to be forgotten. There were 12 of us. We fashioned the weapon, crafted plans for it, prayed for guidance at Ashfall, and it came to me there. Each of us were given a staff made from the forest of black trees around us, glowing with embers and fire far greater than this branch you see now. It felt as if the staff was Margaren's own finger, guiding my hand, guiding the other 11. The shadows of the 12 who would come to stand on the bridge to stop Eothas.
I saw a dozen bright circles emerging from your staff as well.
Even in that stand, there was a ritual.
They set off the God Hammer and killed everyone on Earth except people who were stuck in vaults.
Faithful of Modred, her fiercest supporters and shapers of the God Hammer.
Durance rests the staff in front of him, and the flame atop it curls for a moment, the light flaring slightly. Splits into a ring of flames until a dozen is met.
As 12 held Eothas fast, we 12 unleashed our prayers and let the God Hammer fall.
Blossoms brightly once, resumes its candle intensity. So it's just like storytelling stick.
Shadows cast by the fire of the God Hammer, perhaps. We shared their fate as well.
It's a pretty cool piece of lore, right? Like, the gods are warring directly through their followers.
Not all deaths come with stilled breath and stilled heart, or other stilled passions beneath the waste. Some deaths come from silence. The connection we once shared with Margaret. After the light of the God Hammer, it was not the same. was as if we'd lost our senses, and sense of purpose as well. Instead of victory, welcomed, there was silence, within and without.
And without.
Not many can claim to have killed a god. It is less a heroic tale than you would think.
You don't say.
Such a death. It changed our faith. All faiths, I expect. Doubtful. And the world changed. I do not believe Modred was pleased by what we had done. The world is broken. The wheel still.
So they broke the world by killing Aethos.
Perhaps the price of crossing a god. Crossing two gods. Even as Margaret shaped our hands, perhaps we carried her will farther than was allowed. Just as Widewind. Saint Widewind.
This might be my favorite part of the lore so far, this whole thing with the God Hammer and Aethys and Magran.
Yet if the world had changed, then I sought to change with it. If I had forgotten some of Margaret's teachings, I would find them again. I would make her see me again. I remembered Margaret's teachings. How reminders on the flesh were more important than the death of a vessel. And I wondered if killing Aethys, if that had simply set him free. Had it allowed him to escape his punishment and be taken on the wheel? Like a mortal? As I stepped from the now blessed Godhammer Bridge, I thought of Ashfall. I thought of the War of Black Trees. Wondered if I needed to be burned to find myself again. That is Margaret at her heart. At least that is my
This
hope.
guy's pretty cult.
These are the doubts that befall me. The road to Ashfall is long. Gives one time to think. If you think long enough, you do not go home. I left without telling anyone, with only the robes I wore at Halgot, my staff, and my name, which is long buried. Of my
So
fellow
Durance isn't his name.
disciples, I know not what happened with him. If
They suffer the same doubt as I did.
But it was underserved. It was wrong. We had done all that. Who had asked? Grab victory from defeat and...
I think it's weird that he calls her that. Like, I wonder if he's just like using like a gendered insult just because he's being a jerk, or if he means it more literally, like there's some kind of like, I mean, he can't mean it literally because he doesn't have sex with a god. Nobody does, as far as I know. But I mean, he's mad, so it's probably just like he's a woman and I'm going to use this insult and make myself feel better by trying to lower her. You feel as if your god has betrayed you. Do you feel as if you've betrayed your god?
There is something about being used and cast aside. Perhaps Widewind himself felt it. There at the end,
The hammer struck.
to be the proof that your god is hollow as the vessel it inhabits. I tried to find purpose, and avoided all contact with other Magranic priests. Did not seek the walls of Ashfall.
Yeah, he's seen shit.
Sought to make amends to my god through actions. I joined with the Verges for a time, and not long after came the first signs of the Hollowborn. So many crimes, trespasses, violations. The Salvation. Animancers were another sickness born of the Saints' War. A relapse of innovation, of desperation to heal what we had caused. All seemed worse than before the bridge, not better. And as years passed, the world became even worse still for the victory.
Yeah, you did a bad thing, and your god doesn't want to talk to you anymore. Sweat collects in the sooty creases of his forehead and runs down his ruddy cheeks, drips from the tip of his nose. His mouth moves, but his utterances make no sound. He is, for once, at a loss. Feeling your gaze, he quickly composes himself, wiping his forehead with the back of a dirty hand.
Worship the whims of some fickle bitch, and you'll never be more than dirt beneath her feet. Worship what she worships, on the other hand. Take her fire for your own, and her esteem comes on its own. Of course, by that time, you no longer need it. Trial and transformation, sure as Durance taught.
Durance glares at you, staring into his eyes. You get the feeling of peering over the edge of a great cliff.
You think to put the coals to my feet, but what's burned once will never burn again. These talks are your trial, Watcher. You cannot deflect the truth to one who has already been purified by it.
Alright, man.
Got it.
Well, that was cool. I mean, I'm a sucker in fantasy games about exploring religion and how religion affects people's behavior, especially in a world where the gods are more or less a real active thing, like they exist. Well, good. H.G. Wells was buried here. Thanks, asinine total lack of gravitas. I don't even know if I want to read these. Yeah, I don't know. They haven't been very funny so far, so I think I'll probably just avoid them. We'll see. Stealing from graves, triggering magic traps like a dummy. There you have that. Oh, magic boots. Oh, bonus to stealthy and freeze DR. Well, let's give him to the Nasdaq.
Yeah.
'Cause why not? I mean, they're all Kickstarter backers. All of those remarks. So it's, I don't know. Integrating it directly in the content like that, I feel is a little frustrating, but I get why they did it. Having done... Are we fighting something, or are we just freaking out? Oh my god, it's a purple thing! This game is teaching me purple stuff is bad. Sunny D, however, Sunny D is good. But that purple stuff... Fine mail armor. That's some fine mail armor. Armor for fine mail. Let's see. I think it's better than... Yeah, because I'm just wearing crappy armor. Compare. Less recovery speed. Oh, she's already using a gun. Damage reduction is good, though. She's already pretty slow. I'll give it to this guy. I mean, he's using a gun too, but I don't really care because he's just there to buff and sing. Alright. Continue. I find the game is doing a good job balancing, like just when I get sick of the stuff that's like walking around and talking, and I'm like, oh, I could really use like some combat or a dungeon. It seems like the game leads me into a dungeon, or gives me at least the opportunity to go and do that. So that's cool. I'm excited to be able to have the game kind of like moving things around that way for me. Yeah.
Hi.
Check, he's wearing. I keep forgetting that I can upgrade the armor myself. Yeah, I'm just leaving him with what he has.
Let's go. Dead on. Got it.
Can we not combat, please? There we go.
Will be made on Ansawu.
Yeah.
Yes?
Hey.
Smashing. So much smashing. Take that, Ooze. You're gross and no one likes you. Now, if you were a mold, or like a sludge, maybe then we could be friends. But I'm not friends with oozes. Kind of like a mold, slime mold, or a...
Will be made on Ansawu.
Oh, a Skeletor. Alright, let's go fight the skeletons.
What?
Yes. How may I help?
I think I'm starting to get the hang of this game. Like, very slowly,
Watcher.
piece by piece. I'm kind of starting to figure it out.
How may I help?
The encounter buddies, those are cool. My little friends here that I can use once every encounter or twice an encounter. That's really fun. Like I guess I kind of like passed over those last time, but I love them. They are my new best friends because I don't have to worry about like wasting them. It is cool to see. I mean, it's stolen. It's a mechanic inspired by 4th edition D&D, obviously, but I think it fits nicely. And again, that's a little bit of that weird cross-development stuff where, you know, it's a mechanic from Dungeons & Dragons inspired by video games placed into a video game. Inspired by a video game inspired by Dungeons & Dragons. Oh, yeah. So metal. Look at that. Skulls. Because, hey, you know, if we're to be believing Games Workshop, skulls make everything better.
What?
I wonder if I can drop this trap spell fast enough to block these things.
How may I help?
Guess we'll find out. Still casting, or did that spell go off, or what? Oh, he probably got interrupted. I do need a metal emote, it's true. Like just some horns, like a pentagram on fire. Or like a little staved church on fire. So maybe a bad person that I think that would be really funny.
Hey. Yes.
It's a reference, right?
Yes. Hey.
Alright.
Yeah.
Put a dot on this guy so I can't, because I can't, I don't know, whatever. I don't want to focus on him right now, so I'm just going to let him get DPS down by
I'm here.
that action. Oh yeah, there you go, the trap went off, that's good.
No
Fantastic. A whole bunch of miscellaneous equipment that I will definitely sell to an inappropriate merchant. I mean, the merchant might be appropriate, but I just mean they shouldn't be buying all that equipment. Like leather armor off a corpse. Oh, run everybody, purple stuff.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Yes, I should.
Will be made on
Jesus Christ.
Ansawu.
Run! Fly, you fools! I'm getting, like, mildly beat on. Helig of Thane. Oh, this is that badass dude. Alright. Alright, Helig. A lone figure in tattered robes shuffles across the chamber, muttering under its breath. As you approach, the figure halts and swivels its head towards you. Its haggard visage is a labyrinth of wrinkles and sores overgrown by his moss-like beard. What's this? Who disturbs Helig's work? Its voice rattles and gurgles like that of a drowning man. You're Helig? Dalton sent me to look for Rowena. He leans back and bursts into raucous laughter. Ha 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 ha! His threadbare robes drift apart, ooh, saucy, revealing an amulet and a ragged wound running from chest to throat. It spatters a black viscous fluid on the floor with every cackle. That old fool is still alive. I do hope he doesn't bear a grudge for that incident. It was so very long ago. Gross. Dalton believes Rowena is in the catacombs. Oh, you could say that. If you were to retrieve my grimoire from Modred, I'd let you in on the secret. What if I just beat the secret out of you? Alright, what do you need me to do? When animancy started gaining popularity, I came to Defiance Bay in hopes of finding a place where my research would meet with more acceptance. So he's like a gross necromancer. Worked at the Brackenbury Sanitarium for a few months when I met Modred. Let's just say Modred and I didn't see eye to eye. Got so bad we were threatening to kill each other on a daily basis. Obviously that bastard made good on his threat. Sank a dagger into my chest while I was sleeping. Dumped my body in the catacombs. If Modred killed you, how are we having this conversation? It's very diplomatic. Preserve his mind and memories with Gwithin magic and timely blah 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 blah. So he's stuck being a zombie. Alright. Modred stole a life from me and left me with his wrecked corpse and his craving. Oh, I feel bad for this insane jerk. Trunk in his laboratory, just as he stole my grimoire. On your way to Brackenbury Sanitarium, bring my grimoire and my revenge, then you can have your Rowena. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm definitely gonna kill this guy.
Quickly and quietly.
So I have a question. What is the purpose? Alright, it's a riddle. It's a game. It's a game design riddle. What's the purpose of giving players a stealth option that slows you down when you also have a fast mode for the game? Like, why not just make stealth move at normal speed? Oh. Knockdown, poisons, just about killed everybody.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
That's this thing again. The chest, some of that stuff. Alright, I'm gonna go to the... Durance, man, you look like shit.
What?
Oh, he needs to rest. Okay, fine.
Eh?
R.I.P. Stephen Lynch, whose memorial does not belong in this game. Alright, well, I'll come back to the dungeon for more dungeon times. But first, I will leave the dungeon and go finish this quest. Yeah, I mean, my thought is if I were to patch this, I would just take out... I mean, fast mode I get gets you from one end of the map to the other. I've used it for that a few times. But, like, there's really no purpose in having stealth make you go slow if you can just run around at high speed. I don't know, it's a bit odd to me. It's not. I mean, it's not a game-breaking thing, and I don't really care about it that much. But it is. I mean, it's something. Something that seems a little funny to me, I guess. What manner of the charred barrel? Sanitarium. Okay. Speaking of fast mode, to the sanitarium. They're running around like characters in a Benny Hill sketch.
And what does the flame reveal?
So this is a warden just like in my keep. I'm looking for an animancer named Modred. Find me downstairs. First room on the right. Okay, well thank you. And the stairs are... Oh no, my weakness. Finding stairs. There. Hello, Modred. That's not threatening at all. 6 armed people and a wild animal walk into your room and close the door behind them. An animancer scribbles feverishly on a parchment scroll as freehand dances through the air, counting off unseen objects. As your shadow falls across the scroll, he looks up with mingled perplexity and irritation. Hey! Hey, nerd, wake up!
Well met, Fred.
Does the name Helig mean anything to you? Helig, he was... is... I mean, a colleague of mine. Primarily a necromancer, but involved in animancy, too. He worked at the sanitarium for several years. I dare say everyone here has heard of him. Left his post recently, seeking new... This is such a lie. What are you insinuating? This is your idea of a joke. I assure you, it's very poor taste. I insinuate nothing. Subtlety isn't my style. You wouldn't. I would, and I'd enjoy it. Or I usually do. There's no need for that. I killed that beast because no one else had the spine for it. He was a madman, years of perverse experiments, twisting healthy souls, torturing damaged souls, and for what he flayed the essence from Glanfathan indigents for his amusement. The public had known half his deeds, he'd have razed this place to the ground. He used the sanitarium to disguise his own sick proclivities. He brought shame on... Yeah, I know, he's terrible. I need his book. Yeah, I get it. It's fine. I'm gonna go finish him off, but I need... Yeah, I'll finish him. But I need that book. Oh no! A terrible creature! Well, alright. So he was a bad dude too. Good. Just everyone needs to get killed. Good to know you're all bad people. Now, back to that dungeon where we can finish this. Oh, Modred. You lied to me. Animancy, not even once. You really think the guy that murdered someone and ditched him in the sewers was a bad dude? Yeah, but he wasn't a bad enough dude to save the president. Sometimes you need bad dudes. Okay. So, where was that jerk off again? Oh, he's way over here. Alright, fast mode. Do your job. So one thing that I'm finding, I don't know if this happens to everybody, but if you're playing a game with a similar perspective, I find that I do, I forget that I have different keyboard shortcuts for stuff. So in this game, you might have noticed, if I'm away, like I'm, you know, like let's say I'm looking at the map and I'm up here, and I click, and I want to go back to where my characters are, I hit spacebar, because I'm so used to doing that in Heroes to recenter my view. What's up, shitface? You found my grimoire? I opened Modred's chest, if that's what you mean. Tell me everything. The look on his face, the sound of his screams. That wasn't part of our agreement. That wasn't part of the deal! What is your sense of humor? At least you gave me a good laugh, and now for your reward. Yes, for Rowena, and here she is. A formidable warrior, and now her soul is a formidable talisman. Wow, you are an asshole. Soul within the bloodstone, a cage of Stalgar, filled with fierce, restless energy. An image of your mind of a woman in heavy leather armor bearing twin daggers. Next to her is a man, young and handsome, who calls her Rowena. The vision switches to a windswept plain next to a lake. 50 men and women in matching leathers lay dead, their bodies contorted into form of some sinister sorcery. Rowena falls among them, her body collapsing next to the young man you saw earlier. She's too weak to speak, but the name Dalton appears in your mind. When he takes the amulet from her neck, you feel an anguished soul trapped within it. Final contemptuous glance, the fallen Dalton, the man departs. Dalton sent me to find you. Both fury and despair gnaws those images away. Wow, she's angry. What do you want? Shatter the amulet. Alright, well... Can I break it? Is it an object? Alright, I'll just go talk to Dalton. But first... This... terrible, terrible person needs to suffer horribly. So... let's make that happen. Make you go blind. Alright, we'll do the old cleric trap over, I don't know, here, I guess?
On your word.
And use your gun. Nope. No, I want, no, gun. Shoot at, no, whatever. There. Fight him with guns.
Hey.
Knock this wizard on his ass.
Yes. Hmm?
Okay.
Right. Following your lead. On your word.
Following your lead.
How may I help?
Ready, Watcher.
I guess I should always have the ranger attacking her own, the same target as the,
Hmm?
the pet.
Hmm?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's go.
There we go. Many explosions. Many, many explosions. That wasn't too hard. A new book of spells for this guy. Have a fine robe. We have a fine scepter. Let's see what that scepter and spellbook do for us. Yeah, that's a better scepter. Oh, he's got the other arquebus. Neat. Okay. Well, the pistol's working out for me, alright, for now. If I need something faster, I can always use that. That's what you get, man. That's what you get for A, being an evil necromancer, and B, exposing yourself to everybody that walks into your room. It's just not appropriate. Ray of fire, yeah. I'm not super interested in any of those right now. Let us go down to room number 2. Actually, I want to check if he's got anything else in his room. I'm sure he does. Oh, a regular tarnished locket. An assortment of rusty blades. And scattered feverish notes. Seriously, I just like this strange woman walks into his room and he just starts taking his clothes off. I should have killed him earlier. Alright,
Sure.
temple. Mother of God. Well, that was loud. Oh, it's this guy again. The ghostly hollow image of the man who is probably the last boss of the game. He casts a pale sickly light in the dank corridor. Yeah, this corridor is dank. This is the dankest corridor.
You are from Kratom, my dear?
His words echo in your mind from a long time past. You know your response before you speak it, as if it had always been.
A remarkable city. Truly one of the most impressive we have encountered outside of our own. Many exceptional people who have joined our cause come from Kratom. What made you decide to join our order?
The world needs to know about the true gods.
Remember never to be discouraged by those who cling to their beliefs. They are worthy of our pity, not our scorn. Are you ready to take the oath? To spread the word of the gods to the lost?
Yeah, dog. Also, I'm gonna go back upstairs because I missed some stuff. Well, that was fun. Excellent interlude. Thanks for talking. Meanwhile, what's back upstairs? Oh yeah, the other side of the bridge. Also, yeah, Viper459 mentioned that in that last conversation piece, it was like, you know what your response was before you answer, but there were 3 options. Which was kind of funny. Yeah.
Huh?
Wrecked him. Alright, what's over here? Some more very exciting tombs.
Laying low.
Sneak around in fast mode here. What do we got? Oh good, a pike. Oh, okay. A blacksmith, or... Oh, it's an exposition hobo. The small Orlan man appears to have pulled together some crates and scraps of cloth to make a sorry-looking camp. The thick fur on his limbs is matted and his clothing smeared with blackening grime. That's my new new musical genre, blackened grime. It's like a combination of like lower-class London rap and black metal. Blackened grime. He looks startled as you enter, his eyes widening in alarm.
Stranger.
Hello there. Wasn't expecting any visitors down in these parts. What are you doing down here? You're hardcore, dude. Nobody pokes around the catacombs much, not until you, anyway. Really? Because the catacombs seem more like the place to go when you want to disappear. Aaron looks around the dingy chamber and nods slowly, expression pained. Yes, that's plain enough to see. Ah, you little hobbit. What are you doing down here? Hiding from the knights, but it isn't what you think. It was an accident, I'm sure. It's been hard for me here in Defiance Bay. Suppose I thought if I got involved in city business, I made the right friends, it'd be easier in time, and it did, really. I made a name for myself, a place. People actually listen to me when I talk. Well, hell, they used to. People can get very passionate about these things. We were discussing, I think it was shipping agreements of all the things to fight over. There's one night, this man, he got very angry. I think he'd had a little too much at the inn, because he didn't like an Orlan talking back to him. I struck him. He came towards me and I hit him. He went over like a tree. I guess he struck his head on the way down. Turns out he was a knight. Crucible Knights won't care how it happened. They just want me gone. They won't let me live long enough to see the road. Please. Oh, he killed a cop. And now the cops are after him. Well, I can keep his secret. Ah, fuck it. Fuck the police. But they said you're a kind soul, but I wouldn't have imagined. This will see me out of the city and well away. What do we got? Oh yeah, rabbit fur gloves with the crit bonus. I shall wear them. Actually, crit bonus. I should give them to somebody who attacks more often than I do. I'll give it to her. Yeah. Whenever given the option to fuck the police, evidently that is what this character will do. Yeah, okay. Good talk. Yes, coming literally straight from the underground. Trying to keep an Orlan down.
This won't stop me for long.
Oh, what's up, Skeletor? I love watching the little dog panic to try to get in and fight. Oh. Skeletal Ranger. That's like, there's Red Ranger and Pink Ranger, Black Ranger, Skeletal Ranger.
Be discreet.
Ooh, some fine scale armor. Hey, you guys ever watch that old 90s cartoon? Was it Skeleton Warriors? Remember that? God, that was a bad cartoon. But I remember having a pretty cool Skeleton Warriors action figure. Weird, the like pop culture garbage that gets stuck in your head. Like weird old cartoons and stuff like that.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Yeah, I had two of those Skeleton Warrior action figures. I had the purple. I think he was a half skeleton, I want to say, which sounds insane, but yeah, I think he's some kind of half skeleton. And there was another one that was like a four-armed skeleton or something.
What?
That I think I kind of remember. I don't know. My memory of my childhood is unusual. He's standing right on the trap. How's that fair? Durance is bugged, watch. Whee! Sliding around on his butt. That was pretty funny. Get up, Durance. Alright, everybody fall back. Oh, Durance, you're the guy that heals.
Following your lead.
Alright, fuck it.
What?
Hey.
What?
Yes?
Alright, hanging out with some dank spores.
Settle.
I shall deal with this one.
What?
Eh?
No, I don't think he's dealing a lot of damage. I'm gonna just hit it with one of these. Yeah, spores. That's what you get. They're medicinal dank spores, I promise. I got a permit for these spores, alright? Is anybody not wearing a magic helmet yet? Oh, Wodoka mask. That's pretty cool. But also, I do love this silly hat. Alright, I'll let him be a badass for a little while. Dank spores. Alright, so get these sporelings here.
Hi.
On your word.
What else?
Got it. I'm here. Yeah.
Spore
Sure.
mastery.
Yeah.
There are a lot of spores and trolls in this dungeon. I think if I've aggroed the troll, I will fall back. Yeah, let's let them come to us.
Got it.
Yes.
Yes? What?
Hey. How may I help?
I should just. I'm gonna blaze these dank spores.
Boys.
Let's go.
Hey.
On your word. Sucker, stand still.
At least one defense, much higher than the accuracy of the character attacking it. Okay.
Yes.
Settle.
Squish.
Sure. Ready, Watcher.
Excellent. This is a big chamber. A lot of spores. You see anything else in here? Dead bodies, spores, dead bodies. Alright, I think I'm done with this level. Let's go over here.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Oh my god, pudding cat, get out of here. Blades in the dank. Blades. Get out of here. Terrible. Terrible. Alrighty.
Sure.
Oh, half mag. That's when you only put. Never mind. I was gonna say you only put 7 shots in the clip before you. What are you doing here? You don't look like one of the masked lot. Except for one of my characters does look like one of those masked guys, but no, it's fine. How would I know to be here if I didn't belong? Alright then, go on in and report with the Acolyte. She'll give you your assignment. She should be just about finished with their meeting in the big chamber. Ah, there's a meeting in the big chamber, everybody. Okay, so someone makes a bad pun. And then, of course, someone makes it worse. First Sterling has added on, and now it's Blaze in the dank. It's good. I'd play that role-playing game. Could work, Sterling. Any idea what's going on around here? Don't ask questions. Just do what you're told. It worked for the Nazis. Oh, is this the communal urn? Yeah, no problem. I'll just grab something out of there. A little cheese for me. Hi, hello. Don't worry about us. Just grabbing some cheese. By the flame, you startled me. Where's your mask? It's too itchy. I'll put it back on for the meeting. Don't let anyone inside see that. They're keen on anonymity. Can I borrow your hood? Tell me about the meeting. So your first time, the Acolyte communicates with each of us individually to measure our progress on old tasks and assign us new ones. He shivers with a mixture of pleasure and dread. Woo! It's a unique process. She's a cipher, so she can speak to you without words. Fascinating until you realize she can read your thoughts as easily. I'm a cipher. I can read your thoughts too. But I have to ask you anyway, because it's a role-playing game. What do you know about these tasks? Only what I absolutely need to. So they're like a cell of like cultists that follow this grandmaster, and they do things. I don't know. Tell me about these secrets. Tell me about these secrets. How can you be so confident you're doing the right thing when you know so little? The Leaden Key has been around for ages by the blessing of the gods. You only have to look around to see the perils of trying to usurp divine power. Killing a god in the Saints' War has cursed us all, and the heresy of animancy is only worse in matters. Try to replace a soul and you inevitably end up with a monster. It's all been a warning. There's some powers we just shouldn't have. I see. If you need something else, I'll be ready for the meeting soon. Goodbye.
A simple test.
How about I take your Valoon? Anything else good in here? Some hoods. Hoods, rats, other hood rat stuff.
Light, flame, and sound.
Oh, I wanted to check dude's magic sword. So it's slaying. It's a spirit slaying sword, but it's got some other magical qualities, so it's probably worth continuing to use. Okay. Yeah. All right. Mercenaries looks like. Oh, this is the big meeting room. Or no, this is the big antechamber. Primal rock. Aloth falters and brings a hand to his forehead. He takes a staggering step forward, coughing and spluttering.
Back, you clod! Those hooded fiends are nigh to be trusted.
All right, Piani. Elf, pull yourself together. I never like it in role-playing games when people refer to each other purely by just their race. Like, she knows his name. Like, this would be like analogous in real life to being like, Jew, pull yourself together. Like, kind of offensive. Let's see if Aloth gets offended. Nope. It's nothing, I'm fine. This probably isn't the best place to linger anyhow. Yeah, alright, I get it. We can't trust these dudes because they're cultists.
Quietly.
Yeah, at least referring to them by their class is like, it's a thing they've chosen to do. You're not reducing them to something. You're like, yeah, you're a fighter. I'm gonna call you fighter. That's fine, right? Like, it's like calling a policeman officer. I mean, really, you should call him, get the fuck out of my house. But you hear murmurs and chants on the side of the door. A ritual of some sort is already underway. However, your only means of disguise is presently in use. Beckon your party to follow you. Continue on alone. Let's retreat from the door. Okay, so we're gonna... Wait, what? No. What are you doing? I want the magic hat. I can't wear hats! Oh. Curse me. Curse me and my...
Yeah.
problems. Alright, continue to the chamber alone. Let's do it. The woman's eyes narrow behind her mask. She takes notice of your uncovered face. Interloper! Oh well. Alright. I wonder if I can just send the person with the hood on ahead so that I don't get completely murdered. So that's interesting. I wonder what, so the intent here is that, like, if this doesn't work, if I can't just send Aloth alone, yeah, I can't. So the intent here is that no one of the godlike race can properly, yeah, no one of the godlike race can do that part of the quest in that fashion. Unless there's some other way that I can put it on. Chad is telling me that if I put it in my inventory, I can still go. Okay, well that's good. That's a weird workaround for that. But let's continue on into the chamber. Let's try it. Thanks for your help, Chad. Or not? All right. Not really sure how that's supposed to work. Let's try one more time. So, Boudica hood. Yep. Takes it off of him. It's in my inventory now. Oh, was there an option before I went in that I missed? Okay. Let's try. Oh, there it is. Yeah, don the hood and mask. You pull it over your head, they fit, but just barely. Continue into the chamber alone. Got it. Got it. There we go. Several shrouded figures are lined up across from a hooded woman. The figure at the head of the line approaches her. The woman places her outstretched hand on the stranger's forehead. They stand in silent communion as you look on. You are late, attendant. Even though her face is concealed, you sense her rage in a dangerously low voice. Dangerously low? Like I can't hear it? Or...
I've been waiting on your reports. Quickly now. State your name and purpose.
Well, I said the wrong thing. Alright. Alright. Let's try it again. That's a weird choice. I thought that they were supposed to not reveal who they are. Don the hooded mask. Continue into the chamber alone. Yeah, super wrecked. Alright, so she talks, mutter indistinctly. Okay, so there's supposed to be something that I'm supposed to say, and honestly, I don't want to be one of these cultists. I don't even like these chumps.
Yeah.
Here's how it's gonna be. We're gonna go in there, and we're gonna give them what for. Let's see. I mean, they might still be able to totally murder me, but at least this will have friends to help me fight back.
What?
How may I help?
Huh?
Ready, Watcher.
Fuck these cultists. Fuck them.
Following your lead.
Whoa, fireball.
Yeah.
Heavy. Alright, so they start with a fireball. Knocks my dude on her ass here.
Yes.
Fine.
Hey. What?
following your lead.
Hey.
Point the way.
Check for some rock. How may I help?
Alright. Somebody needs to deal with that wizard.
Gotta take better care of Ella.
Maybe this is not a great idea. Alright. So, I can't get through that battle necessarily just like that. So, maybe it would be more appropriate for me to fall back and, maybe I missed something. So, let's save here, because I don't want to jump into doing a bunch more exploring. I'm going to save here. We're going to take a quick break, and I'll come back and attempt to restore my honor as a player of games and not get so stepped on like that.